Yo, this is the One Nation Podcast 864. This is for the ladies. I said I was going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this tonight. Like I said, I shared a picture on Facebook of the one and only Angela Simmons and the Kamara Owens. And we're going to talk a little bit about y'all, man, and what y'all mean to us and exactly how I feel about women, how every man in the world should feel about women. Exactly, because we came from one. So I'm going to let this play. Y'all know that's Mary J. Blige, man. Ladies, this for y'all, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all for about 20 minutes on this. What you say? Good morning, gorgeous. Clap for y'all, women. This is the One Nation Podcast 864. Ladies, we're talking to y'all tonight. We're talking about self-love. We're talking about a lot of things, man, but we're gonna get right into it, okay? Good morning, gorgeous. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sing that thing, Mary J. Blige. Ladies, this for y'all, man. We're gonna let her ride out for a second. Listen what she's saying. Yeah. Y'all love that song. I love it too. That's right. Listen what she tell herself. Clap for her. Good morning, gorgeous. That's right. That's for all the women in the world, man. And yo, this is the One Nation Podcast 864, man. How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling? Ladies, this is for y'all. Once again, y'all, I'd like to welcome y'all to the One Nation Podcast 864. I said I was going to speak on this week, and we're going to get right into it. Now, it's been going viral, man. You know, Angela Simmons. I want to shout out to Angela Simmons. Big shouts out to her. I want to shout out a couple of women I know, man, all different sizes. We're going to talk about it tonight. Angela Simmons, Kamara Owens. We're going to talk about the lady that definitely keeps herself straight. You know, she's always on the big screen, Halle Berry. We're going to go to the most confident lady I know, Miss Lizzo. And we're just going to talk about a lot of things tonight, man. We're going to jump right into it, so I'm not even going to hold my breath. Ladies, I'm talking to you. That song Mary J. Blige just put out, right? Good Morning, Gorgeous. And I just want to talk about it, man. She said she wake up every morning and tell herself, good morning, gorgeous. And to the ladies that's out there, all y'all need to wake up in the morning and tell yourself that. Because you're beautiful inside and out. And I'm going to be honest, man, the world would be nothing without y'all in it. Now, this is just me, my opinion, but I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of fellas out there that feel the same way. So, ladies, let's give y'all a round of applause for doing y'all thing and understanding everything that comes with being a woman. That y'all got to understand, we gravitate to y'all. Like I said, the men, we gravitate to our mothers because we came from them. And that's something we cannot do. Y'all can push out a baby, push out a newborn. That's something men can't do. And it's a bond we got with y'all for life, man. So shouts out to y'all. But let's get into it, man. I posted a picture of Angela Simmons and Kamara Owens. And the reason I did it was because I got a friend of mine that she's in a relationship and she says she just feels like she's not herself anymore, you know, and I think she said her significant other don't look at her the same way that she used to be when they met. Now let me get to that right quick. Let's talk about that right quick. Ladies, fellas too, y'all can join in on this. Sometimes we can actually lose sight of a person's beauty. Okay? Now, I'm one of those guys, you know, that when I got married, I just didn't marry my woman for the looks. I married her for the inside beauty and the out, you know, and I actually tagged her in the post and I let her know that, look, it don't matter, if you put on a few pounds, if you lost a few pounds, you got a few stretch marks here and there or whatever, you're still beautiful to me. That's just me. And a lot of people these days throw shade at, people's body or women because, like I say, some people, they don't like the fact that some people aren't natural. They don't like the fact that some women aren't, I guess say the right size. Like, let's talk about that. What is the right size for a woman? I don't understand that. Because if that's the case, if the right size was that and you could be there all the time, God would have made you that way. God would have kept you that way. Now, this is my thing. It's a lot of women out there that's comfortable in their own skin, and they're comfortable enough to show you that they can do anything any other woman can do, right? So shouts out to all the women that's confident out there. But this is what I want to say. This is the problem I have. Some women aren't confident in their own skin. So with that being said, I hear a lot of women always say, well, I need to go to the gym. I need to do this. I need to do that. Same way with the fellas. Listen, let me talk. I'm talking to the ladies tonight. Fellas, we're going to talk about y'all too. I'm letting that be known. Fellas have the same issues. But ladies, this is for y'all tonight. And this is what I want to tell y'all why y'all gorgeous inside and out. Just like Mary J. Blige said. So check this out. If you don't feel like your body is where it need to be, or you don't feel like, let's say, you're not pretty enough and all this, because I know some of the things a woman go through. Now, I don't know a woman inside and out, but let's just say I was brought up around my mother, and a lot of her friends and a lot of my cousins and siblings are females, and I've heard this a million times. And you know what my answer is to that? If you got a problem with the way you look, you fix it. Fix it. I mean, if you want to, try new things, try new tactics. If you worry about a little weight, go to the gym. If you worry about you don't weigh enough, start eating. Do what you got to do. It's all called self-love. Everybody has it in them. You just got to find it. But let me say this to the women that are comfortable with their weight, with their size. Rock it. Do you. Like, who are we as men to tell you all that, this is, you should do this or you should do that. You should lose weight here, lose weight there. First off, let me tell you something. Losing weight and gaining weight is two totally different things. Now, I'm certified as a trainer, but let me tell you this. If it was easy, everybody can do it. And I hear a lot of women say, and a lot of guys say to women, oh, well, she need to lose her stomach. Bro, when you lose weight, you can't just pick the part of the body you want the weight to come off of. That's not how that works. Women, first off, let me tell you something. Don't let a man talk to you and disrespect you in a way where you start looking at yourself, feeling ashamed, feeling like you're not enough for somebody, and basically just putting yourself in a deep depression. No. If that man is talking that way to you, then it's time to get him up out of there. You feel me? That's not how it is. And I shared this picture of Angela Simmons and Kamara Owens because they're both beautiful women. One may be this size, one may be the other, but they rock it so well. And they're confident. And that's one thing that should attract a man anyway. One thing that should attract a man to you is not just your body. It should be your mentality, your smarts, your how pure your heart is. Do you love? Do you care? Forget all that body shaming. Those days is over. You know what I'm saying? I've come up around women that was small. I've come up around women that was large. I come around women that was all sizes. And never once did I look at them and tell them or try to degrade them and say that they need to do this and they need to do that because they don't look right. They're just not me. I don't think a man should do that. Okay? And what I'm getting at is a lot of people are these days talking about the natural bodies and the fake bodies. Okay, this is my take on it. If first off, it's your body, right? It's your body. If you want to take your money, your hard-earned money, and you want to go fix a certain part of your body, by all means do it. It's your body. In the long run, it all comes back on you. If you don't have the money and you want to lose weight or whatever, fix your body, go to the gym, get the weight off you. And then to the women that's confident, which ain't nothing wrong with that, they feel like they don't need to lose no weight, feel like they don't need to do this and don't need to do that. Sweetheart, wear that thing the best way you can. A man will appreciate you more. Trust me. It's not about the looks all the time. That's what I'm trying to get these females to understand. You can have the listen to me. You can have the baddest body in the world, but if your personality sucks, ain't no man gonna give you no time of day. Ain't no man gonna pay attention to you. You understand? Inside and out. And that's why I want the women in the world to know today, man. Y'all are beautiful and y'all are gorgeous just the way y'all are. God didn't make everybody a certain way. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know what perfect is. I don't. So when women say my body is perfect, how you know that's perfect? When women say that, I got the baddest body in the game, whatever, okay, cool. That's the way you feel. You're confident. Do that. But at the same time, don't look at somebody else that don't have the body as you and try to shame them. You understand? That don't make sense. Because people are going to hate and talk about you regardless. When I put the post up, I'm going to be honest with you. Off the post, when I look at both of these women, no matter what they look like, they're still getting shade and hatred thrown at them. So that shows you no matter what you do, or no matter how you look, it's always going to be somebody out there to talk. And baby girl, if you confident in everything you do, by all means, be confident, do your thing, pay on no mind, keep your head up, keep pushing, and just remember, you are a woman. Being a woman alone, that statement, being a woman, that's just something that can't nobody take from y'all. And it really boils down to, y'all really, if you look at it, I feel like this world wouldn't be nothing without a woman in it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, real talk, I'm going to be honest with you. Women, y'all have the power, the knowledge to just do whatever you want to do. You can rule the world. A lot of people don't see it that way. And this goes way beyond just the way you guys look. A lot of men, I root for y'all day in and day out. A lot of men feel like a woman has to be in a certain position. I feel like a woman can do anything a man can do. Now, we ain't gonna go all the way there, but I'm just saying, when it comes to financial, when it comes to holding down the household, when it comes to taking care of your kids, when it comes to changing tires, stuff, all that stuff I feel like a woman can do. Because I've seen women do it. And I've seen some women do it better than men. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my mom. Rest in peace, baby. Lord knows you did your thing while you was here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women out there right now that do the same thing. And by all means, I'm not knocking you. I'm saluting you. I'm rooting for you. Matter of fact, I wish you the best in everything you do, sweetheart. You got to do what you got to do. And like I say, man, when you look at it and you take people's opinions, all right, you take all these opinions, people going to throw them at you left or right, whether you like it or not. And like I say, you can have the baddest body in the world, but it's still going to be some shade thrown at you. You think you have the baddest body in the world, but it's still going to be some shade thrown at you. That's just how the world is. It's nothing perfect out here. And I just want y'all to know, I don't matter if you're a small, a medium, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X, whatever you are. Baby girl, be confident. Love yourself. If you want to change it, change it. If you don't. Be yourself. Don't worry about what the next person say. I heard somebody tell me one time, man, a plus-size woman can't rock a two-piece. Huh? Or a slim, thick chick can't wear this. Huh? Or a small chick can't wear this. Huh? How you gonna tell somebody what they can and can't do with their own body? I think that need a round of applause. One more time, how you gonna tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body? Round of applause, man. It's just a subject that kills me, man. Like, and like I was saying, there was no shade thrown on my post about either women because everybody felt the same way I felt about the post. Everybody was like, yo, you right. If a woman got a little meat on her bones or she don't, she's skinny or whatever, she's still a woman. She's still beautiful inside and out. And as long as baby girl is confident, let her do her thing. It is no shade thrown at all, especially not my way. Okay? Because like I say, I got women in my family all shapes and sizes. And trust me, man, I know all of them very, very well. And I love them all inside and out. See, they say a man is attracted, by visual, by sight. Okay. But see, let me tell you how this thing can spin off. A woman can be one of the most gorgeous women in the world. Now, this part of the session where I'm talking about how things can be a turnoff, not just looks. She can be one of the gorgeous things in the world. But not her confidence, but her personality could just be all wrong. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, ladies and fellas, we gonna do one of these too. I'm gonna get one on y'all too. But ladies, don't put your all into your looks because it's men out there that don't care about all that. It's men out there that love you for who you are, inside and out. That's just the way the world is. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock no man or no woman for what they look like, because there's love out there for everybody. And I don't want y'all to feel like you gotta look a certain way to attract a man or to get a man's attention, because your personality, your dialogue alone can be the sexiest thing in the world. But see, society got us to the point where we so focus on looks that we forget the mindset. Now, don't get me wrong. As a man, we love y'all. Don't get me wrong, we love y'all. We love the way you look, the way you wear your jeans, or you may sit up there with your what they call them, with your two-piece on, or you sit up there with your sundress on, and yes, you would catch a man's eye. But you gotta understand, it's not all about the looks. You may catch that man's eye, but what if your personality is messed up and when y'all start talking, it's just a turn off? That go for men too. Women, I know some women right now that think some of these brothers out here and some of these men out here are the best looking things in the world. But once they get to talking to them, oh God, it's just a turn off. I'm just gonna be honest. But I want to give another shout out, like I said, to Angela Simmons. I watched her, whether her body is natural or not, I'm pretty sure it is. I watched her work her butt off on Instagram and all her workout videos to get the body she wanted. That's because she wanted that body. Now, Kimora Owens, I don't know her story that much, but I've been looking at her for a long time, and the girl is something serious, man. I ain't gonna lie, I got laughed at. Y'all play if you want, fellas. Y'all play. Kimora is a bad. You know what? I mean, the lady, she carries herself well to where she give other women confidence. You know what I'm saying? She give other women like, yo, I can do that too. Cause this one thing I've learned, women, if y'all see another woman wearing something, right, and you feel like, oh, I can't wear that. My body's not right for that. My body's not right for that. Kimora is that woman that will show you she can take everything to another level. Now, I'm going to tell you somebody else who does it too, is very confident. Lizzo. And y'all know Lizzo would put on some stuff, man. And y'all know that. And she does that very well, man. And I just want to give a shout out to her too. And I really want to give a shout out to all y'all, man, because without y'all in this world, we would be nothing. And I just hope that, and see, this is another thing I would love to do. Ladies, I want you to raise your little girls the same way. Let them know that they do not have to look a certain way to fit into society. It doesn't work like that. Somebody is out there for everybody. and you're gonna be loved regardless. Okay. Just don't feel like, oh, girl, you gotta look this way or you gotta look that way. No, don't teach them that. Don't teach them that. Let them be themselves. Let them come into themselves. Show them the right way. And just because they don't look like the next girl or the next girl in line, don't mean that they're not beautiful. You're supposed to be beautiful inside and out. That's what makes a beautiful woman, not just the looks. I just wanted to talk to y'all tonight, man. And I'm gonna let y'all girl, what's her name, Mary J? Listen to her. Listen to her talk. All the time she wants. Listen to the song. Woo. She talking, ain't she? Y'all know this is the One Nation Podcast 864. We keep it positive. We bring it to you real. Okay? Listen to Mary J. Tell yourself that when you wake up in the morning, man. Good morning, gorgeous. Yeah, I know I can sing, huh? You want me to sing it again? Hey. Good morning, gorgeous. To all the women across the world, baby. Y'all are beautiful inside and out. Shouts out to Angela Simmons, Kamara Owens, everybody that I shouted out tonight. Wear that thing proudly, man. God gave you a gift. God gave you this body. Trust me. Be yourself. Be you. It'll take you a long way. You don't have to be like the next person because they look like this or the next person because they look like that. Trust me. Love yourself first. Wake up in the morning and tell yourself, good morning, gorgeous. Because that you are. Hey, this is the One Nation Podcast 864, man. I thought I'd just jump in here and let y'all know what's going on. And that's all I got to say. Ladies, love yourself. You ain't got to look like the next person all the time. Be yourself, baby. We love you inside and out. Peace. One Nation Podcast 864.